Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, if you guys watched yesterday's video, you guys know that I was not going to take a trade today. I kind of want to talk about where I'm at currently in my trading journey, as well as where I want to be as well. But before that, I want to give a quick shout out to you guys again. Thank you guys for all the comments. Jeez, I can't speak. All the encouragement. Um, People who have subscribed, like the videos, just watching as well. I really do appreciate you guys. Also have some members of the Discord to shout out as well. First, starting off with Short Bus. Short Bus has been an awesome contributor to the Discord. He has a whole journal, as you can see here as well, like talking about all of his trades. But he did really well this past week, a few days ago. His best day ever on Topstep. He said he's not proud of it, but honestly, any type of profit is amazing. You can see here how much he made. Um, Great job there. It's so difficult to trade, so whatever money you get, be proud of it. Of course, too, you want to be proud of how you trade as well, but he did such a great job, so we're not concerned about that right now. So, shouts out to Short Bus, and then also too, shouts out to Josh as well. Josh has been trading extremely well. He just passed phase two of FTMO. So even though we primarily trade futures here, even if you're trading forex as well, you're still welcome. So shouts out to Josh, shouts out to Short Bus, and then shouts out to everyone as well, watching the videos and contributing to the Trading Stoic community. So anyway, let's talk about where I'm at in terms of my journey, um, and where I want to be. Right now, in terms of my journey, I feel like I'm protecting what I have. And what I mean by that is, I feel like right now, with how trading has been going, it's been going well. We've only taken one loss this month. We've been patient. We haven't even traded that many days this month, right? We're taking really good setups. But as we continue to grow the balance and we continue to get up to a point where, okay, you're actually going to hit that $2,000 mark, which we've coveted for so long, it's like now I just feel like I'm trying to protect everything that's happening. That doesn't mean I'm being fearful in terms of taking trades, but with yesterday's trade and how I traded, I understood that now I'm starting to become slightly more emotional, right? Again, emotions are part of trading, it's part of life. You're never going to get rid of emotions. A lot of times people will say, oh, trade like a robot. It's impossible to do that because we're human beings. We all have emotions. We just have to be able to respond to them well, which is what Stoicism is about, right? That's where it comes in into play. But I kind of liken how I am trading right now. Not right now, because I honestly haven't really been trading like this, but kind of how yesterday's trade reminds me of what's going on in my trading journey right now is similar to how I'm feeling as a physical therapist. As a physical therapist, I had a fall a few weeks ago where a patient fell when I was working with them. And since then, I've been a little bit more guarded. Whenever I'm working with a patient now, especially if they're in evaluation, I've never seen them before, never met them before. Whenever they're getting up and they're walking, I am so guarded with them because I don't want that to happen to me again. But it will happen to me again, right? Now, falls aren't supposed to happen that often. If they are happening super often, then I'm doing something wrong for sure. But falls are a part of the game when you're working as a physical therapist in the hospital, in the acute care setting. You're dealing with very sick people, people who are very weak, who are struggling to get up out of bed, right? And you're there pushing them, helping them to get better, helping them to get to where they used to be, right? So when you're pushing a patient that hard, falls are just bound to happen. It's about trying to limit them and being as safe as possible, but they will occur, right? So I have to understand that, and I have to be able to push past that fear. That last fall that I had conditioned me a little bit now, and it's fading away, but conditioned me to be a little bit more fearful, especially when working with newer patients. And I feel like now, in terms of my trading too, I've been at this point before, right? Now, My first ever funded account, I brought the balance up to around where it's at now. This $1,500 mark. I think it was like 1585 or 1575 or something like that. That's the highest balance I've ever had. Now I've taken payouts before then, or I've taken payouts after then, right? When my balance has never been this high. The last time my balance was this high or close to it, the last two times, I've taken payouts. I'm deciding not to take a payout this time because I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am treating this account like I cannot take a payout until the end of the month. You know, I cannot take a payout until maybe sometime in November. I'm treating it like that because I want to build it up as much as I can. But I still have that PTSD of where last time I brought it up to this amount and then I blew the account, right? And that's so unfortunate. My first ever funded account, I had 4 winning days of $200 or more because back then it was $200 or more at the time on Topstep. Now it's only 150. But I was at that point, and honestly, I if I when I look back on that now, I didn't really know what I was doing. But I was hitting trades left or right. They weren't working. I got frustrated. The account was blown. Now, obviously, I have a lot more discipline compared to then. I have a better system compared to then. I'm a better trader compared to then. But you'll still have those lingering feelings of fear, right? Of hesitation, of anxiety. When I traded last night and I mean, that was my biggest trade ever, my biggest win ever on this account. I still didn't feel good about it in terms of entering the trade. It was awesome execution, but I was still fearful, right? Maybe it was because of the size I put on. Again, within normal limits, right? That's what we say in physical therapy, within normal limits or within functional limits. That trade was within my standard, but yet I was still fearful because I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to drop below $1,000 made on this account after working so hard to bring it up to that point, working so hard to get it out of drawdown, right? I'm still extremely proud of having this go from where it was at here, where I only had a little bit left, to now being where it's at now, right? I'm still so proud of that. So it makes me want to protect that from happening. It makes me want to. It's kind of like when you're in a trade, it's going really well, but then it starts to pull back a little bit. You're like, get out, get out, get out, right? But the chart is not telling you to get out. The chart is not telling you to sell at this point. There's no reason to sell. That's something I always tell myself all the time. If the chart is looking good, I have no reason to sell. I have no reason to get out of this position. Until there's a reason to get out, that's when I'll get out, right? Whether it's hit TP, whether it's hit my trailing stop after being in profit, right? That's when I'll get out. But it's the same thing here too. I have no reason to take a payout. I have the full max loss limit of $2,000. My balance is the highest it's been in ever, right? Except for back in February, which I can't believe was 8 months ago. I'm trading well. There's no reason to take a payout right now. There's no reason to be so fearful, right? And that's kind of where I'm at in my trading, where this is the best I've ever traded. I've been trading so well. I've been doing everything that I need to be profitable, to be successful. Things are going well, but yet there's still that lingering fear, right? I think out of my last 10 trades, this is four trades right here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of my last 10 trades, I've only lost two. So I've been trading well. And we've sized up as well, as you can clearly see, right? I don't like this loss. That should have only been $150, but the RR has been excellent as well, right? Trying to go for a minimum $300 and stop loss at a good place, having majority stop loss. We've implemented so many good things. So why should I be fearful? Why should I be scared? Now, in terms of where I want to be and where I want to go, I said my goal this year, and I'll talk about it next month actually, probably sometime. second week of November is my goal from November when I started trading to this year. So 1 year was to make $25,000 in payouts. Now, I put that as my goal because it was so high up there, it was so lofty that it's like even me getting one payout would be a success, right? But I wanted to put that as the ultimate goal to push myself. The fact that I've gotten two payouts and have been eligible on this account for a third payout is honestly amazing. And I'm so grateful. I've been trading well, like I was just saying. And the fact that I'm even at the point where it's not even been a full year of trading and I've gotten a couple payouts is just absolutely amazing, right? So I'm grateful for that. The fact that I even have four funded accounts active and have one on the way next week is amazing. So it's like I've accomplished so much of what I wanted to do. Like I remember back in February, I was just thinking like the fact that I can even pass an account is just so mind blowing. I really was not expecting to do that so early on in the year. I really thought that would take until June to pass an account. I had a goal, like my realistic goal of passing an account, passing a combine to be in April, 4 months into the year, but I did it in February. Now I didn't get a payout. I was close, but I didn't get one. But I really didn't think I'd get my first payout until August, but it happened in June. I got another payout, two payouts, my second one coming in August. It's honestly just been so awesome, but I want I want more, right? Um, but I don't want more in the sense of like I'm money hungry so much so that it's a detriment. I am money hungry, but I want to do it the right way. I want the right process. And part of this process right now is getting this account up. I need to be able to show myself that I can get to that $2,000 buffer, that anything I make over $2,000 is what I have to lose, right? It's not trailing anymore. It's not one of those things where it's like, okay, like you've hit $1,500 in your balance, but then now you go to negative 500 and it's gone, like it's all me, it's all mine. That's what I want. I want to be able to prove to myself that I can get to $2,000 in balance, that I can get above it, build above it to minimum $2,500, hopefully 3,000, and ultimately the goal is to 4,000. Take a 1K payout, which will be my biggest payout to date, and then start copy trading, right? To two accounts, to three accounts, to five accounts. We're skipping four. I like four, but we're skipping four. Um, and start doing that, and then potentially trade a 150K account, potentially trade five 150K accounts, right? Where you have so much drawdown, you bring that balance up to that buffer, right? You're trading with much bigger size. And then realistically, the realistic goal will now be getting $25,000 in payouts rather than it being the lofty goal, right? That's where I want to be. And I know that these last few months in my personal life and in my trading, I am using it as a runway to get to 2026, where 2026 is the year where I'm just hitting it super hard, super strong, and I'm getting to that point where a $5,000 payout goes from becoming the dream to the norm, where it's normal, where it's standard, where that's like an every month thing where you're getting $5,000 in payouts because again, you're copy trading, you're passing accounts, you're using a bigger account size, or whatever the case may be. But that's where I want to get to, and that's where I'm aiming for. So with where I'm at right now, and with where I want to be, I'm truly on a really good trajectory. And I really think that come 2026, I mean 2025 is still not over, but come 2026, it's gonna be, I think, a really good year where we've done so much growing in these past 11 months of me trading to now using everything that I've learned from November 2024 till now and beyond, heading into 2026 to become a profitable trader. And I will get there. And so will you. So will you. Especially if you're still watching to this point. You're definitely, like one of those things where they're like a fortune cookie where it's like you read it. It's like, oh, if you're doing this or whatever, you know what I mean. Like you will definitely become a profitable trader too. But I see all these guys on social media. This will be my last point. I see all these guys on social media. Like I haven't really been on Twitter or X that much, but I've recently come back, started posting my videos on there too, because that's what I normally do. But I also go on there to encourage other traders, but also to follow other people's journeys as well. And like you see, a lot of people are doing great. A lot of people are winning. One of the guys I've followed all year is Diego B Trades. Um, and he's getting payouts now. He's trading well as well. But by saying those things, like it's so easy to compare yourself, right? Like I see guys like Nurse K Tran on YouTube and on Twitter, like he's someone who, like me, works in a hospital and he was unprofitable up until earlier this year in February. And then he just started printing payouts and started making like, yeah, I think he had like a 40K month or something like that. I mean, this is someone that was just unprofitable. And it's like, in my mind, especially a few months ago too, I was like, I gotta get like these guys. I gotta be like these guys. I gotta start risking heavy and start doing all of these things. But at that time, I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready at all, right? Now I feel like I am. Now I am. But the difference is I've understood that comparison is the thief of joy, which is something I've always understood. But I just also understood too, I'm running my own race. Like, I don't need to compare myself to these people, right? When you see someone like myself, let's use myself as an example. When you see myself have a $526 a day, what does that mean, right? What does that mean to you? What does that mean to someone else? It doesn't mean anything because it's me. That's how much I made today. That's how much I lost today. When I lose $400 in a day, that's me, right? And what I mean by that is that someone else might have made $500. And that's the best trade that they've ever had. That's the best winning day that they've ever had, which was me yesterday. But someone else might make the same amount, and that's a low day for them. So why are you comparing yourself to that person, right? When they have so much more experience, when they've been in the game for so much longer, when they've traded so many different market conditions, right? Different commodities. Why are you comparing yourself to them? What's the point? And I think that's where I'm at now, where I'm like, I don't even really like the trading industry that we see on social media. I really don't. I really don't like the flaunting, the lifestyle, the buy my course people, right? I really don't. It's insane how much people are selling their courses for too. It's insane. But I really just want to be part of the trading community that shows like, okay, this is what I was like when I was unprofitable, and you can literally see every single trade that I've taken, not every single one because I didn't start YouTube until April, but like you can literally see from April all the way until I decide to stop this YouTube channel, how I literally went from unprofitable and trying to tweak so many things, learning things, trying to figure out the perfect system, something that fits my personality, to getting my first payout, to understanding what I need to do going forward to get another payout, getting another payout, struggling, learning when to size up. All of these things you can literally see from that moment when I started all the way up until this YouTube channel stops. You can literally see how someone can become profitable and how it's actually possible because one of the things that we see in trading is so many people just thinking that it's just such an impossible venture. It's an impossible thing to do. It's so difficult, but it's not. I promise you, it's not. You can pass that account. You can get that payout. You can get $5,000 in payouts. You can build your account balance up over $2,000. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. You can have a 10K month, a 20K month. You can do it. And I want to be the person to show you that it is possible because I'm just like you. I'm not special. I have a full time job. I've worked hard for everything I've gotten so far in my life. And I will show you that trading, even though it is the most challenging thing that you can do, it is possible. So, anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I know it kind of turned into a whole motivation thing. I do want to talk about two real quick because I completely forgot trade recap. I didn't trade, like I said, but I always want to talk about trades that I possibly would have taken. So here, gold, bullish bias as well, double bottom as well, right? We're slowly climbing up, looking for us to come down to value area low of the current session. Honestly, this trade would have gone well, but the thing about this trade was it just completely flipped. So this is where most likely I'd be looking to enter, right? So we're at value area lows now. Boom. This candle would have been perfect. Probably waiting for a pullback, but I probably would have entered here, right? We'll just use one. Market order, right? Take profit right here. So I can sometimes the thing I have to get used to on gold as well is how much it is in terms of one contract. I mean, look at that. This is Asian session too. Like that is crazy. So we have value area high here. We've bought here at 370 or so. Probably would add as soon as we start getting above these levels. So we can have a limit order, right? If we break through here as well. So we'll have two contracts. Um, Honestly, it really doesn't matter. Let's just play it out, right? So we get stopped out. I think I would have been stopped out already on both, right? We'd leave one, but we would have stopped out around this level, I think. So close this position as well. So we would have been up here. Stop loss I put down here initially, but again, majority stop loss would be below 4362, even though full stop loss would be at 54, right? Again, limiting the losses. We're not trying to take the full loss here. It would have won, right? As you can see, it won. We would have been stopped out most likely here at this point, close to here or so. But what happens after this is, yeah, we just drop like crazy. If someone wanted to try a buy here, again, there's nothing wrong with it, but one of the telltale signs too to show that we're in chop is this, right? We go higher here, huge wick at the top, reverse hammer on high volume, as you can see right here on this candle right here. Then double top, even though we double bottomed here, we double topped here. Can't go any past that. High volume down. Again, nothing wrong with that, especially gold too. Gold is very volatile. End up coming up here, getting into value area high, but then you can't go any higher again. Pull back, lower high, and then you come down on high volume. Right? So if someone wanted to buy down here on value area low, most likely it's not going to work for you because of this price action. And that's exactly what happens. We end up coming all the way down to prior day point of control and prior day value area high, which now if someone wanted to buy would be a really good place to, right? On a 5 minute, you can see as well how this looks. So you have a nice wick here. So you'd want to see yourself or you'd want to see price start bouncing from these levels if you were, right? So that's a good candle right here. You probably want something better on high volume, right? Right now we haven't gotten it yet. Still haven't gotten it. This is the 1 minute candle again, right? But here now you're starting to get it right here. So now you could buy. I don't even know what happens after this too, but let's just say that we were to take this trade. We'll just say that we're up to two. We'll just buy two there, right? You put your stop loss down here. First target should always be the previous value area low because now that will be acting as resistance, right? Holy crap, that's so much money. But obviously, if you wanted to, you could aim for the value area high. I probably think that's too much. right? So here, stop loss here. Again, majority stop loss, one would be here at the 301 level as well, so you can confirm that, right? And then obviously you end up getting that that win right here, right? I don't know if it does. So VWAP would have been next level, and then value area high would be the next level, which you do get pretty close to that, chopping around the current session point of control, and you do end up getting to that value area high. So I didn't even know that happened. But this is why I love volume profile because it's really just that. It's not that simple, but it is simple. And it does work out really well. So boom, end up getting that move. So if someone had caught that, holy crap, that would have been an awesome trade. Again, I decided not to trade last night or today because I just felt like I needed a day off after this win. So back at it again next week, guys. Early hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are trading well. I know this was a longer video, but I wanted to talk about my journey so far and where I want to go. But yeah, if you guys are still watching to this point, hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are trading well. Let me know about your journey. I really want to shout you guys out, as you guys know. I love doing that because I want to give back, right? Not everybody has a YouTube channel. Not everybody has the ability to make videos like this as well. Um, so I want to be able to show you guys off and shout you guys out and just say thank you as well. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are trading well. And yeah, keep trading stoically.